Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
This morning, and welcome back to Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It's a Sports Friday with Eric Sawyer III. He's making his way to studio as we speak. I have Sheldon Longley joining me in studio this morning. We're talking all things track and field, and I have a special guest in studio. Ma'am, introduce yourself, please.
Good morning, Bahamas. My name is Antonia Duncombe. I'm interning at 96.9 for 4 weeks, and it's been a joy. Good morning, Bahamas.
Absolutely. It has been a joy having you as my producer, part-time, shift in, shift out, over the last few weeks. In particular, I love how you have that music playing on time, because sometimes I forget that I have a time limit, but that's why we call it on the clock, so I could remind myself. You got 1 hour to talk. So we're talking sports this morning. Before we get into sports, I want to just put my finger on 3 headlines that I intend on talking about on Monday. The first one, Tribune, pilot tells of daring Haiti rescue mission. Inside, there's a profile by Diane Phillips. Profile of courage. The chopper pilot who flew into Port-au-Prince to rescue 10 shares his story. I just have a quick question. How come he is a hero, but Haitians trying to rescue other Haitians from the chaos and crisis in Haiti are not heroes? We're going to talk about that on Monday. And the other 2 headlines in The Guardian. We don't aim to put society at risk. Judges highlight need to protect presumption of innocence. And in the Tribune, use of juries needs review, says Court of Appeal president. On Monday, I'm going to ask the question, how come the principle of presumption of innocence is important, but the appears is not? I see a trend where it appears as if state actors feel that they are warranted in restricting our rights to make their jobs easier. It's a trend getting stronger and stronger in our governance. Now listen, come back, because we finished with the politics, sir. We're going to talk sports. Make sure you come back. So we have Mr. Longley joining us to give us an update on the BAISS Track and Field Championships, the GSSSA Track and Field Championships, on the BSAA Track and Field Championships that are taking place right now, and updates on the Carifta Aquatics and Carifta Track and Field. Let's get the show started with some quick stories. First one from last week, Denisha Cartwright is Athlete of the Year. This is from the 6th of March, 2024. For the 4th season in a row, Bahamian collegiate standout Denisha Cartwright has emerged as the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Women's Indoor Track and Field Athlete of the Year. The Minnesota State senior earned 30 points at the NSIC Championships. She was a high point performer and won all 3 events she competed in, breaking the NSIC record in each. The diminutive sprinter hurdler showed her versatility as she won the 60-meter hurdles for the 4th year in a row with an NCAA record time of 7.93, 3rd fastest in NCAA competition this season at all levels. She also broke the NCIS record in the 200-meter dash in a time of 23:68 and won the 60-meter dash with a tying her own record from the 2023 prelims. And when we go deeper into the news, we see that Denisha has been doing great things. We're going to fast forward to this story. Jones Cartwright turned in strong performances. This is in the Guardian Monday's edition. Bahamian collegiate athletes Terrence Jones and Denisha Cartwright turned in exceptional times, highlighting performances from Bahamians during the 2024 National Collegiate Athletic Association Division I and Division II Indoor Track and Field Championships this past weekend. Jones and teammate Antoine Andrews helped the Texas Tech Red Raiders to a national championship title on the men's side in Boston, Massachusetts. For Jones, he was a double national champion as he won the 80 meters and 200 meter races. The 60 meter dash final saw Jones running in a field that featured Bahamian Wanya McCoy. Wanya McCoy held the record before Jones blasted through it in this race. McCoy came fourth in the race at 6.60 seconds. Jones won the race with 6.54 seconds. Way to go. Andrews ran in the prelim of that event and finished 12th overall, 6.64. Now let's get to Cartwright. Denisha Cartwright was second in the 60 meters after clocking 7.30 seconds. The winner of that race, Alexis Brown, won in 7.18 seconds. Also featured this weekend on the track, Javonia Valcourt helped her 4x4 team run a season's best 3:29 overall. Robin Roll Curry was also in action in that 4x4 relay. Those two quick stories. Denisha is doing well. Jones grabbed it again. Longley. Hey. This is what we were expecting from Jones, right, Terrence? This is what he promised us.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Terrence Jones is a phenomenal athlete.
Hold on 1 second. Again? Speak again? There we go.
You get me?
Yeah, here we go.
Now, I'm saying, yes, indeed. Terrence Jones, he's a phenomenal athlete. He is going to be world class for sure. I believe he's on the cusp of already being there. He ran 9.91 last season.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime he could go under 10 seconds, that's world class.
Yeah.
So I expect him to do some big things in the outdoor season. The outdoor season is just getting started.
Yeah.
He's always been a strong sprinter. He started off as a quarter miler, but he's always been a strong sprinter. And I foresee him going under 10 seconds again this year. I think he's going to do some good things at the Olympics. Last year was kind of his breakthrough at the World Championships level on the senior side, right? So now he has 1 year experience at that level, and I expect him to do some big things at the Olympics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So on the table today, we've got the BAISS results with SAC coming in. Was that their fourth consecutive win? We say congratulations to SAC. They beat QC by 15.5 points to take it again this year. We say congratulations to SAC. I mean, from the Comets' perspective, we love it. We got to compete against the best. And every time we're going to show you, we trying to come for you. Congratulations, SAC coming in third. We got to say congratulations to Temple Christian Schools. The son them did it.
Well, I don't know if QC loved it too much. I'm sure they would have wanted to win.
Yeah, of course we wanted to win, but we appreciate that we got beat by the best.
Yeah, I know they really tried hard for this one because I think this is Sean Turnquist's last year as a principal, I think, of Greene's College, so they wanted to win it for her.
Yeah.
So they put everything on the line trying to win this particular one. They came up a bit short, but like you said, congratulations to SAC. Tremendous showing by both schools, I think.
Yeah, I mean, SAC had to pull out their best to beat us this year.
Yeah, no doubt. SAC was strong across the board.
Yeah.
And if you want to beat SAC in BAISS, you have to match them and be strong across the board.
Right.
You can't just have just a strong track program and not a strong field program.
Yes.
You have to be balanced in both.
Absolutely.
And SAC was strong in all four divisions, and that's the only way you're going to beat them, if you can match that. What was that secret of it?
They had that Devin Charlton energy, man. I ain't mad at them because we got our energy too, but
Notice the day when Devon showed up was when they shot past QC, because QC had taken the lead on day 2.
yeah.
And when Devon showed up on day 3, then Sac surged back in front. So maybe she was the secret weapon for real.
Yeah, man, we got a call on our comments. We got a call on our alum to come out and bring that extra bit of juice for us to beat SAC. But congratulations to everyone, including, like I say, Temple Christian Sun. We always talk about the rivalry between QC and SAC, but I think Temple Christian has made amazing strides over the last decade, building the capacity of their track and field offering.
They have.
That is awesome. I wanted to say congratulations to the Sun came third, St. John's came fourth, and Aquinas College Aces came fifth. Now over to GSSSA, a quick wrap up. The C.R. Walker Night celebrated another GSSSA track and field win. That's in the juniors. Well, no,
Seniors.
tell me, the seniors. C.R. Walker seniors and the C.H. Reeves Raptors in the junior competition. C.H. Reeves Raptors took it for the fourth time as well, eh?
Yes, and I think it was the 7th straight for C.R. Walker. Perennial champions.
Yes, seventh. Wow.
Yeah. See, we better get him quite a push this year, but C.R. Walker was able to hold on.
Is C.R. Walker like a charter school for sports? Is that their focus? I thought C.R. Walker was a performing arts. Is it performing arts focus?
Well, obviously, they have a good feeder program.
Yeah.
And they've been having good coaching for years. So they're able to produce athletes. Remember back in the day, it used to be C.C. Sweden.
Yeah.
That used to be dominating at the track and field level with coaches like Julie Wilson and the late Boston Blackie Miller. But now C.R. Walker has really taken over now regarded as the top school in seniors in the government school sector for track and field. And they recruit well, I guess, obviously. And their coaching is still top notch. Floyd Empress was there for many years. I think Akia Rose is now the head coach now, so she's doing a tremendous job. So kudos to them. And 7 straight, that's not easy. So, congratulations to them as well.
Absolutely. Big congratulations. 7 straight and 4 straight. These are legacies being built.
Yes.
And we say congratulations to the students and to the school population, right? The student population who obviously cheer on and support their classmates to ensure that they could take the win. Okay, BSAA, Bahamas Scholastic Athletic Association. That's the smaller private schools. I know that we have a story here where they crowned their champions in basketball, I think. Let's see, BSSA basketball championship results. Genesis Academy defeated Freedom Baptist Academy 2-0 in a best-of-3 championship series to win the primary boys title. Christian School for the primary school girls title. Telios Cherubims took home the Junior Girls Championship after knocking out St. John's College Giants, and the International School of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology were crowned the Super Mini BSSA and Junior Boys Champions for 2024. Congratulations to them.
Yes, indeed. I'm a bit surprised that St. John's is actually included in that because I know they're part of the BAISS.
Yeah.
Right? And that's our primary girls competing.
Well, that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's the primary girls competing.
Okay. I
Right.
know they have their track and field championships going on. I think right now over at the old tower, the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium.
Right. I was looking for some stories because I have a athlete I have to cheer for from a Catherine Academy.
Okay.
So I was looking for some results. Okay. You are Simba covering that?
We would try to get some results in today.
Okay.
It's going to be a busy weekend for us with the Carifta trials. That starts this evening as well. So I'm not exactly sure what time the small schools meet end. I know the Carifta trials get underway at 5 o'clock today.
All right.
So that's going to be our primary focus for the weekend. We're trying to get a strong Carifta team going into Grenada.
Absolutely.
So-
We're trying to fill it out to get all 80, eh?
Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. Right now, we have 48 qualifiers. And I'm not sure if any would have come out of the small schools meet, but traditionally, every year, we get our biggest amount of qualifiers at the Carifta trials.
Yeah.
And I expect it to be no different this year. I think we're going to do some big things.
Is it likely if a student in BSA championship, if they're vying for a Carifta spot, you think they're competing this weekend with BSAA or they?
They probably won't be.
They're saving
a
themselves for the trials.
That's a very good point because I know the BAISS had the same issue last weekend. That's why they didn't want their championships to be last weekend because they wanted their athletes to rest in time for the Carifta trials. But this Carifta trials, it's going to be probably the most loaded that we've ever had. Close to 500 athletes are registered.
Wow, yeah.
That's high schools here and abroad, colleges abroad, COB.
Family
any athlete who is under 20, they have registered because they are trying out to make this Carifta team.
All right. When does competition begin for, would you call it the last chance meet? Or is that the swimming is called last chance meet?
That's swimming.
What y'all call this one for track and field?
The ultimate chance.
The ultimate chance.
That's just my words. But it's going to be truly exciting. Starts at 5 o'clock this evening, and then 4 o'clock tomorrow, and 3 o'clock on Sunday. This is the first time we're having a 3-day Carifta trials, and as long as I could remember. But given the number of events, and we're also doing some Olympic development events as well.
I saw that. What are those events?
The sprints.
Okay.
The 1, the 2, and the 4 in both genders. Trying to get our athletes qualified for the Olympics. Some of them are here. They were asking for it, so now they have it. So now they just have to come out and compete. It's going to be a great show.
Mr. Longley,
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to ask a question for the viewers.
Sure.
We just want to break down the different sectors in the sports, because I hear you talk about the BAISSA.
Yes.
Which is the senior.
That's the Bahamas Association.
The Bahamas Association
of Independent Secondary Schools.
Okay, of
They
independent.
go from grade 7 to 12.
And so the primary, they has a primary division.
Schools Sports Association. And PSAA, I think they cater to primary school students as well.
Primary and junior school.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Right. So absolutely,
The
BSAA.
two main high school leagues
Yes, sir.
are the BAISS and the GSSA in the Providence.
Okay.
And then in Grand Mama, you have the Grand Mama Secondary School Sports Association.
Yes.
Well, seeing the rise of a school like Temple Christian, right, which was initially considered a small private secondary school, but now they're competing with the big boys. How long before we blend the two? How long before the BSAA schools can compete with the BAISS schools?
Well, they do in nationals.
At the national level?
We have a national high school competition that's going to be in April this year.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember, but it was probably in the 80s when both leagues were under one umbrella. Mm-hmm. That hasn't been that hasn't been the case now for about 40 years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's ever going to get back to that point. But the nationals really combine all of the schools in the Bahamas.
So they do have an opportunity to compete together.
Yes.
Because there is something to be said for the energy that you get competing against the best, right? So you compete in your league, and that's great. You may be the biggest fish in your small pond, but being able to compete against the biggest fish in the big pond can help you to improve it tremendously.
And for bragging rights, you want to be able to call yourself national high school champion.
Yeah.
To have a national
I
high
think
school
it's great
record.
for sportsmanship for all the schools to compete.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's the government going against the private to see who's the best.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Carifta Aquatics. First question, are we ready?
Well, in terms of the team being named and in terms of their competitive skills and level, I think it's a very good team. I've had a chance to peruse the list. It's a very experienced team. I noticed some swimmers from the last Carifta Championships are there. They're going to be led by 2 swimmers who actually competed at the Senior World Championships this year.
Yeah, Marvin Johnson and
Renishka Gibbs.
Right.
They haven't named the captains as yet.
So, Mr. Longley, I just want to ask, is this something y'all are first bringing to? Because this is the first time I've heard this name, the Carifta Aquatics. Can you introduce to the viewers what it's all about?
Well, everything is being rebranded in sports, right?
Okay.
At the world level, the governing body for swimming is now aquatics. It's called World Aquatics.
Okay.
Right? So to be in line with that, the Bahamas Swimming Federation, they had to alter their brand as well. So they're now Bahamas Aquatics.
Okay.
Right? And so that's why you're there, Carifta Aquatics Championships as opposed to Carifta Swimming Championships. It's all inclusive. You have water polo, you have open water swimming. I think you must synchronized swimming as well. So it's all inclusive, right?
Okay.
So everything comes under aquatics now.
Right. And so for this year's Carifta Championships, we have the seniors, the juniors, right?
We have 10 to 12, I think it is, 10 to 12, 13, 14, and then 15 to 17.
11 to 12, 13
That's it.
to
11 to
14, and
12.
15 to 17.
Yes.
There's a new category this year, 18
Yes.
and over.
Yes.
Why did they introduce this category?
Well, that is for those athletes who are looking to qualify for the Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't forget this is an Olympic year. So,
Absolutely.
so they introduced that category specifically this year for those athletes who are out there who are looking to qualify for the Olympics. It doesn't count towards the points
Right.
for Carifta.
But it will count if you could qualify.
You could
your
qualify
time.
for Carifta. I mean, for the Olympics.
Right.
In that category.
Making up the open water team.
Mm-hmm.
This going to be our second open water team at a Carifta Aquatics?
I think it's more than two. I think we competed probably in about 5.
Five so
Yeah,
far? Okay.
I'm not sure the exact number, but we compete in open water swimming.
All right. And are we launching, in the article I didn't see, are we launching a water polo team this year, or did we not qualify?
I understand the water polo competition has been canceled actually because of not enough entries.
Okay.
Right. The Bahamas is ready to field a team,
Okay.
but because the other regional countries might not have produced teams, then they decided to cancel it this year.
Right. So they may have some athletes playing water polo at the university level abroad, but not sufficient athletes to field the team.
That's a very good point because
Yeah.
a lot of athletes, even on track and field side, wouldn't get released from their particular colleges or universities to come home and compete.
Yeah.
So that may be a very good reason why they decided to cancel it.
I think they scared. Because what is water polo, ma'am? The world champions at Porkin. The Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
I'd be scared too. So let's call, if you don't mind just a moment, let's call off the name, the team, the names
Okay.
of the team members. Again, they say that last year's captains will be on the team, Marvin Johnson and Renishka Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
We know that in the 11 to 12 girls, we have Celeste Gibson,
Very good
last year's
athlete.
champion.
Outstanding.
In the boys' side, 11 to 12, David Singh.
Very good.
Joining them, Sienna Campbell, Isabel Cucurulo, Alyssa Ferguson, Taylor Nichols, Taya Seymour, Skylar Smith, somebody by the name of Gibson. We didn't get the first name there, but you know who you are. Madison Gilbert in 13 to 14.
Maddie.
There you go, Maddie. You got fine. Cian Isaacs, Layla Lewis, Deanne McKenzie, Kimaya Saunders, Jayla Threadgill, Gibbs in the 15 to 17 category, Katie Golandris, Kayana Higgs, Sienna Norville Smith, Mia Patton, Ella Thiberg, Zoe Williamson, and on the boys' side, we got Blake Camacho, Kristen Joseph, Sean Norville Smith, they got a brother and sister duo there, Benicio Robinson, Harold Simmons, Maxwell Daniels, William Farrington, Lennon Hamilton, Dijon Simmons Singh, Tristan Ferguson, Ellie Gibson, Tristan Hepburn, Asher Johnson, another Johnson, Caden Wells. In the 18 and over category, we have Grace Farrington, Delaney Mizell, Victoria Russell, our favorite, Zaylee Elizabeth Thompson, competing again, Jack Barr, another familiar name, Thomas Bowers as well, Emmanuel Gadsden, Joshua Murray, Lamar Taylor, Errol Thompson, and Mark Anthony Thompson among the young men. And in the open water team, Alyssa Burrows, Madison Gilbert, Alexia Zatarain, Giada Bertoldi, Alana Murray, Layla Saeed, Damari Butler, William Farrington, Miles Saunders, Jack Barr again, Daniel Ferguson, Malcolm Menzies, and Donald Sanders. The reason why we call off the whole team name, because this is,
I hope you don't leave out nobody.
I hope the article didn't leave out anybody.
You did a good job by calling out those names, by the way.
Yeah, but these guys are our champions.
Yeah.
5 years straight. They're going for a 6th consecutive win. These are our champions. And we got a Stevie, and we got a Weibo, and we got a Charlton, right? And we got them, but we also got to big these guys up. 5 consecutive Cariftas.
And 7 out of 8.
And 7 out of 8, and we going for 8 out of 9.
Yep.
6 straight. Congratulations to that team. Who you think will win Carifta?
So I'm not tracking for you.
Swim.
So man, I'm homegrown, man. Bahamas again.
Bahamas, we can take it again.
For 6 straight. It's a very strong team.
Yeah.
You know, I like the team, and in an interview with Simba that was in today's paper, Coach Murphy said he feels this could be the strongest of the bunch. So that's some strong words.
Yeah.
To have won 5 straight and 7 out of 8, and to say this one could be the strongest of the bunch, that means nothing but the best, nothing but the top price that he's expecting.
Now, to the pool. One element that sticks its head up is, have they had sufficient time to practice in a 50-meter pool, and will that hinder our victory?
To answer the first part of the question, no, it would be no. They haven't had sufficient time to practice in a 50-meter pool. Not the time that they would have liked to have, right? But it doesn't mean that they're not prepared. We have pools around the island, 24. We're able to travel to go away and train in a pool abroad. Giovanni said that in his interview as well. He said his club was able to go away. So, and looking at the names, it's a very strong team. A lot of names are experienced. So I'm sure they know what to do in certain situations. I'm sure they're going to be ready. I understand the water's being put in the pool this weekend. So that gives them about a little less than 2 weeks to prepare for Carifta. I think they're going to be ready.
All right. Now, on the track and field side,
Yes.
at this ultimate meet, what track are they competing on?
Right now they're using the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium that has hosted all of the meets this year.
Okay.
It's World Athletics certified. It's a pretty good condition.
Okay.
And our athletes are looking good.
Yeah?
So I'm optimistic track and field is going to do good as well. It might be difficult to match Jamaica. Jamaica's won 37 straight Carifta championships.
We got this, though. We got this.
You're optimistic. I'm optimistic as well. But nevertheless, I expect strong performances from all of our athletes.
Listen, let Jamaica win one more Carifta championship, and Bamsey, we need you to expand into a yellow yam. And that from Jamaica. Let's figure out if that yellow yam is really the secret to their success. I have a feeling it may be the hills, right, and the experience that young Jamaicans get, just sort of naturally roaming through their country, all those hills and nice long paths.
Man,
They walk a lot, too, and run a lot.
Yeah.
One of the best junior programs in the world in Jamaica. No doubt about that. Even World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe, when he came to Carifta, he said this is the best competition, the best junior competition in the world. Right? And that says a lot about the level of competition that he saw from the athletes. And Jamaica is the creme de la creme when it comes to that.
Absolutely. Jamaica, we not dissing, we just gonna teeth that secret. We know it's the yellow yam. We know it's the yellow yam. What do you think is gonna be the best race coming out of Carifta, the best competition coming out of Carifta? I don't want to diss the field side. The field is exciting
You mean for the Bahamas?
well, out of the competition and for the Bahamas.
I like the sprints. I think it's going to be very competitive in the under 20 boys and under 20 girls and under 17s as well. I think our best chance for a gold medal, our most sure gold medalist, is going to be T.R.A. Scott in under 17 girls javelin.
Yeah.
She is phenomenal. She is number 4 in the world right now. She had a throw at BAISS 49.83 meters. That was just spectacular. That was that was about 3 or 4 feet better than her personal best. She's more advanced right now than Rima was at that age.
Wow.
And Rima is a world level coach. I think she's a sure gold medalist for us at Carifta. I think we're going to get gold and silver in that, because I think Kamara Strong is going to win the silver. She's a former Carifta champion. She's still a reigning Carifta champion in that event. So I think she's going to get the silver. And under 20 girls, I think we're going to get the gold in that as well. I think Teja Stubbs is going to win the gold in that. But our field athletes are very, very strong.
All right.
So kudos to Corrington, Maycock, and the rest of the field athlete coaches out there.
Every time a Bahamian snatches a world title, a world-leading time at the professional level, we got some young athletes coming in at the collegiate level, coming in at the high school level, challenging them, right? So Devin Charlton went out and snatched the 60-meter hurdles, but then we got Printasia Johnson at Life University who came out and snatched a 60-meter title as well. How does it look in terms of building for the future, right? Shawnee is out there winning titles, and then we see Devin and Strawn, is it the Strawn sisters, coming right behind her.
The Charlton sisters.
Sorry, Charlton sisters, right. And then there's Antonique Strawn, right?
Yes.
She's out there doing her thing. Are we building for the future?
Yes, we are. And I am so excited about the talent that is coming up in our young athletes. You could see it across the board. The sprints, the middle distance, the field events. We're very talented across the board. I'm very excited about the men's sprint relay in particular. When I look at Terrence Jones, Wanya McCoy, Anton Andrews, I think those three right there are going to form the basis of our men's sprint program going forward. So we add one or two more to them. We got a sprint relay team that can compete with anybody in the world.
Are they coming home for World Relays? World Athletic Relays?
I'm not sure about the World Relays, but they'll definitely be here for nationals. World Relays is still doing collegiate, to see if they could get a break from college to come home for that. But they will definitely be here for nationals.
You think we're going to launch a 4x1, 4x2 team for the Olympics? You think we can qualify for that?
Well, we could field them for the World Relays.
Yeah.
And it's just up to them to qualify. We have to finish in the top 14.
Okay.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But we just have to make sure field a strong team across the board. And I think we could do that.
Okay. All right. Producer, take us to a break. And when we get back from the break, I've got some more local sports. We've got golf, we've got sailing, and then we've got boxing and bodybuilding. We got Mighty Mouse.
You got everybody.
In Florida, winning 3 titles. Producer, take us to a break. We come back from the break, a bit more local news, and then some Bahamians abroad. Kai Jones is back, and he may be pairing up with his Bahamian buddy, Healed. Yeah. You guys stay tuned to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. You're on the clock with Erin Greene. We're waiting for Mr. Eric Sawyer III to sprint his way into studio. We'll be right back.
The new Guardian Radio app is here. Listen live to all our Guardian Radio shows and live video stream select programs in our studio. Get information about Guardian Radio shows and our hosts. Send messages, including text, email, and even call. All from our amazing new Guardian Radio app. Download it free today in your App Store for your Apple device or Play Store for your Android device. The all-new and improved Guardian Radio app.
Love the show? Want to give your support? 00 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Good morning and welcome back to On the Clock on our Sports Friday. Okay, let's speed through some local sports stories. Patrick Tomlinson earned 6 top 10 finishes. That's in yesterday's Nassau Tribune. 3 Bahamian Optimist sailors competed at the 2024 Optimist Sunshine State Championship hosted by the United States Optimist Dinghy Association. All I needed to hear was dinghy boat. That's all I needed to hear, and I know a Bahamian was going to do well. Patrick Tomlinson, Finley McKinney Lambert, and Callum Pritchard were all in action in the championship fleet. Tomlinson managed to sail away with 6 top 10 finishes, which also included a bullet in the last race. He ended his experience with a trophy for 8th overall out of 212 sailors that competed from the U.S., Canada, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. McKinney Lambert wrapped up 29-10. Meanwhile, Pritchard concluded in the top half of the rankings with an 85th overall position after 2 top 20 finishes. The sailors had a great weekend of racing with their competitors and enjoyed the weather conditions. Now to Mighty Mouse. Perhaps my most favorite story of the day. At the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, held from February 29th to March 1st, Paul Mighty Mouse Wilson captured the gold in the men's physique class A, classic physique class A, and lightweight bodybuilding. Even though the goal was to obtain his pro card, Wilson said not getting it won't diminish his hat trick, carding off his first Triple Crown feat. We say congratulations to you, Mighty Mouse, for a tremendous showing. Another quick, so that's sailing and bodybuilding, and now we go to rowing, or my favorite, rowing. They should call it rowing so I could be a champion. Isaiah has best showing. The Windsor Rowing Club, which is fast becoming a household name to reckon with from the Bahamas on the international scene, took an 8-member team to compete in the 2024 Oars in Orlando, Florida over the weekend. The team participated in 6 events in the singles, doubles, and quad for both the men and women in sculling events against 514 athletes competing from 28 different rowing clubs. The team's best showing, according to head coach Rob Gibson, was by Isaiah Ellis, who had personal best performances after winning his heat in a time of 6:05, placing him 7th out of a field of 27 rowers. We say congratulations to you too, sir. And now to golf. Windsor School complete sweep in golf. This is on Wednesday's Tribune. While the Windsor School completed a clean sweep of all 4 divisions on Monday, the primary schools jockeyed for a spot in Thursday's finals yesterday at the Inter-School Golf Championships. A year after winning 3 out of 4 divisions at the National High School Golf Tournament, Windsor School returned with a vengeance to run away with the junior girls and boys as well as the senior girls and boys titles to start the week. Other school teams and individual competitors came from these schools' home: St. Cecilia's, Genesis Academy, St. Thomas More, Summit Academy, Lyford Key International School, Nassau Christian Academy, and I guess Poitiers Golf School. That's the private schools. Now we go to the public schools. In Thursday's Tribune, Eva Hilton's clean sweep in golf. The Eva Hilton Shockers brought out the broom at the 2024 Inter-School Golf Championships yesterday to sweep all 4 team divisions at the Bahamas Golf Federation's 9-hole golf facility for the 4th year in a row. The championships will now be played, I guess, yesterday, with competitors from private primary schools facing off against the public primary schools starting at 8 a.m. Shockers took care of business in the lower primary girls and boys divisions. They reigned supreme in the upper primary girls and boys divisions as well. Eva Hilton, T.G. Glover, and Claridge Primary were the top 3 teams in the upper primary boys divisions. And the victors had a score of 132 points. T.G. Glover came second with 156, and Claridge Primary 179 for 3rd place. And then you turn to today's Guardian, champions crowned in primary school nationals. Windsor Homeschool share titles. We say congratulations to everyone. It was a very competitive day in the Capital Union Bank 2024 National Primary School Golf Championships. Congratulations to everyone. Windsor School won the Upper Primary Boys Division. Homeschool won the Upper Primary Girls Division. St. Andrews International School won the Lower Primary Boys Division. And Poitiers Gulf Homeschool won the Lower Primary Girls Division. Producer, let's go to that caller. Let's take that call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Erin Grant.
How you do?
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
And I believe you have some guests in there.
I got Sheldon Longley, and I have our intern who's joining me today, so Sheldon could learn us a thing or two about track and field and athletics.
He's doing a good job. Good morning,
Excellent
Chuck.
job.
Good morning, brother. How's everything?
I am well, and good morning to your producer.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. First time I hear you are a friendly producer.
Yeah, man, she's great.
Listen, all of us are friendly. These
I hear
producers work hard down here. Shout out to Mr. Kermit and Mr.
Oh, yeah, Kermit's my boy. I know Kermit's from Moy FM.
Man, listen, we at Guardian right now. You know Kermit from
Way back.
From the Junkanoo group, man. The Immortals.
That's right. That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we're going for our 6th swimming championship,
Yeah,
right?
we're going for the 6th one. Sixth straight. We're going for the 8th out of 9.
And I'm open that. The reason why I point that out because that is important because we just, I think this twice happened or 3 times in Nassau.
Sheldon, how many times have we hosted it in the Bahamas?
In total, I'm thinking it's about probably about 8 or 9. Or is that track and field? It's quite a bit.
That's what I'm talking about. Swimming.
Yeah, swimming. The last time you hosted, I think, would have been 2017 or 2018.
And this our fight for the second time then.
No, in total, I'm sure we hosted at least 5 times. In
So we
total.
did 5 of them in Nassau.
Yeah, in total.
But that is interesting. That means you gained for 6. That's a record breaking.
Yeah, we'll break the record, which we said.
We like
So
the
the
host.
last
We like
one
the
was
host.
Helen to
Track and
Lucia.
field and swimming, we like the host.
Say that again?
The last one was held in St. Lucia.
No.
Last year?
Curacao, eh?
Last year,
Yeah, when they in Curacao last year?
last year was Curacao, yes.
Yeah, Cruzel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And Erin mentioned a relay in May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad it's back. Give hearts to the Minister of Youth and Sports. And I believe that it was on his watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's involved again.
Huh?
He's involved with the planning committee again.
So what? Yeah, someone down involved.
He is.
He's a minister during that time.
Yeah, he's not minister now, but he's still involved.
No, definitely. There's definitely Minister Minister Boleg.
Yeah.
I'm correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in charge of that. So we're looking for some good stuff. Swimming started on 31st? Or 30th?
Swimming starts on the 30th. The 30th? Is that a Saturday?
I go into the story right now.
Starts on the 30th.
And the track and field is going to be in Grenada. That starts early.
That starts on the 30th. Both of them start the same day.
Yeah. March 28th for aquatics and...
Well, the 28th is when the teams start to reach.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The competition will start on the 30th.
The one is on Erin, Greene to Carifta and Grenada, man.
Well, that's far. I trying to get to Mutton
Do a
Fest.
show live from there, man.
Listen, I trying to get to Mutton Fest so I could, you
yeah.
know the junior rodeo when the little children jump on the sheep and
Yeah.
wrestle the sheep. I gonna wrestle me some mutton, buddy.
And I rather you go to the government taking all the seats.
You got to go to my hometown, my dad's hometown, Exuma.
They can take all the seats. I rather you, Erin. Carry your team up there. Have a radio show up there.
Man, listen, I'd love to do it, but you know you got to be
do a
part of my
radio show.
team.
Everybody go to Exuma fight after the Gata. Going to be in Exuma. I think that's the first one in the Long Island.
Listen, I got into Regatta in Exuma for the swimming pig race. You got to sit on the back of the pig and race it through the harbor. And then to Long Island for the Mutton Festival so I could wrestle a goat and ride a goat into the city.
And you know you got to bring mine back.
Yes, sir. If I could wrestle one, I could wrestle two. Don't watch
No,
that.
Oh,
I want a mutton.
That's swimming pig race. Is that a real thing, man? That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Racing goat?
The swimming pig race.
It will be when I get there.
Yeah. But let me close with that one. I'll be able to watch that game, the basketball game tomorrow. The 2 best players. Buddy and Jones.
Well, listen, we got to make sure that the contract has been signed.
It's a 10-day.
Yeah, I've seen conflicting information, but I found
I
this
saw
story from Sports Illustrated. It said with just a few weeks to go in the regular season, 76ers are expected to sign a 10-day contract with Kai Jones. Now, I've seen other stories that said it's signed. It's a done deal.
Where you saw about on ESPN? It's a dumb deal?
Well, I saw Eyewitness News story was hesitant. They reported that it's expected to be signed, but I saw another American sports channel saying that it's done. It's a done deal.
And that game for 2:30 tomorrow?
I'm not sure when the game is, but we're hoping that he's in it.
I know tomorrow is an ABC game.
Okay, I can check it out.
Yeah, you got to go
Yeah,
to Credible.
check it out. Where you go now?
Go to Credible Source. They're saying it's supposed to be signed today. It's expected to be signed
Yeah.
today.
That's according to my source too. I got what's up? I send that to you. They said that they know.
Yeah, so if it's signed, and he's going to be on the sideline, hopefully he gets in the game. Just because it's signed doesn't mean he's going to play. But
That's gonna be powerful. I think that's history. 2 Bahamians playing on one NBA basketball.
It is.
And I'm hoping that they were watching the tapes from our national qualifiers, and they saw the energy and the synergy between Kai and Buddy.
You can imagine if they're in the game at the same time.
That'd be
Wow.
powerful.
Yeah. I'll be back.
That'd be history.
Right.
Talking about the Olympics, we have our last game in July, eh?
Last tournament in July.
Yeah.
It's a 6-team tournament, a 6-nation tournament, and we have to win in order to move on.
You have the date for that?
Say again?
The
The
date
date.
for that?
The dates, I think, is the beginning part of July. I can't remember the exact dates.
Yeah, you got to
But
pick
it's the
Olympics
beginning
in
part
July.
of July. It's going to be in Spain,
Yeah.
and Spain is going to be one of the competitors. So,
They're the toughest, too.
and they're one of the best in the world. So
Yeah, they are.
to beat them on their home court, as them being one of the best in the world, that's going to be very difficult. But we
I
did
think
it.
we
We did
got
it
it.
to Argentina.
Yeah.
So if we could do it to Argentina, we could do it to Spain.
I think we get that number 12, eh?
No, we're number 57 in the world right
No,
now.
57. No, I thought, well,
But
okay.
those rankings are off, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
They need to be adjusted.
They need to be adjusted. I agree.
All right, guy, y'all have a good weekend.
Absolutely.
Thanks much.
But we're all excited to see Kai Jones get back on the court. Now, somebody says maybe they're hoping he can be a mentor. Well, this is it, right? Buddy was chosen was appointed ambassador at large for the Bahamas, primarily because of his energy and his engagement professionally on the court and off the court. He joined the Sixers team. One of the first things they say he did was he invited the whole team to his home gym in Texas for some training, right, to build that energy. And so I'm sure that they have of that energy, that leadership energy, the maturity, the ability to sit back and still lead, right? Not just to fill a gap with Embiid, but maybe now Kai Jones with Buddy becomes a better Kai Jones for
Because
NBA play.
He knows him the
No
best.
doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
There's a familiarity,
Yes, a familiarity with him. Yeah.
you know.
And just Kai being on the team is a testament to the Buddy effect in Philly.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Buddy would have had, said something, to the upper management of Philly, get in their ear, and they might have said, okay, let's take a look at this place in Kai Jones. And they saw him compete for us in the last tournament. So, and they gave him a contract.
Yeah.
So it has to be the Buddy effect. And,
I mean, he played serious ball.
he played very well.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that if he's given the opportunity to play in the NBA again, he's going to shine.
Absolutely. Let's go to the phone line. Caller? Okay, we lost that call. Producer, let's go to the next call. Good morning, caller.
Hey, it's Erin.
Everything's good. How you do?
Everything good, man, with the grace of God.
Blessings.
Listen, I called in to find out concerning the events for tomorrow, track and field event.
Okay.
What time does it start and over?
Okay, I'm going to go to the story again right now. Track and field, 5 p.m. on Friday. That's 5 p.m. today, 4 p.m. on Saturday, and 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Okay, you say 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah,
What time is over Saturday?
I'm not sure. Sheldon, can you give a sense?
They're probably going to wrap up like around 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening.
9, 10 o'clock in the evening?
Yes.
My Lord. Which?
Over
Okay, thanks.
Up to 500 competitors.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
thanks.
man, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you
God
very
bless.
much. Absolutely. Another NBA story. Good news. Our guy, Aiden, had 30 points and 19 rebounds in Blazer win over last week. And they beat the Toronto Raptors 128-118. I couldn't even put on my Toronto Raptors jersey
Man,
for today's show.
Aiden is balling right now. Aiden had 3 straight games
Yeah.
of 20 or more points and 15 or more rebounds
Yeah.
this week. And then he turned around and had another 30-point game last night. He had 31 last night and 14 rebounds.
Absolutely.
Right, so he is. This is probably the best stretch of his career right now.
Absolutely.
He is charming, and that's a great look for our BM national team in the summer.
Without a doubt. It may be too late for the Blazers to make it to the playoffs, but it's
Yes.
never too late for Aiden to show what he could do on the court. Let's go to this next caller. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, calling the show.
Oh, thank you. I always hear the show. Good show, Mr. Erin. I just wanted to tell you you're doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
an anonymous caller.
Yes, sir?
So I'm calling. I have a question for your guest.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name again?
Sheldon Longley, sports reporter at the Nassau Guardian.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I'm a former champion, national champion. what do you guys do? I mean, I just need some assistance, like for the distance runners, like there's nothing in place for them. Like, what do you do on like someone like me, like seeking the help? I want to give back, but I can't reach out to no one. I need some assistance. How can you help me with that?
You trying to give back in terms of coaching? What's he saying?
Yeah. There's people in place, but when they have physicians, they just don't live up to it. So like, I just need someone like who I could reach out to, like to just give me a hand. It's not I'm asking for a handout or I'm not begging.
Guidance.
I just need an opportunity.
Right, some guidance on how to best use your skill and expertise to support the local track and field.
I'm back home now. I represented the country. I'm back home now. The pandemic and the storm. It's been hectic, and now I'm at the point. I don't want to give all type of details, but now I'm at the point. I think it's time. I'm ready to make my stand back on the stand, but I just need a chance.
Okay, so listen, producer. Let's don't hang up. Give your number to the producer, and we'll pass it on to Sheldon Longley after the show. Now, are there any track clubs that are centered or focused on long-distance running?
Not specifically, but we have some of them who are very good in distance running. Harry Murray is one of them. Mm-hmm. Road runners have a good distance program. I know David Ferguson, he's a good distance runner, a former distance runner and a good distance coach. Mm-hmm. So we have some clubs that do very well in distance running. So
Mr. Longley, no meaning to cut you off on anything like that. I know of all of them, Mr. Johnson. I know of all of them. No disrespect, they're like the best. Gotta mention my former coach, Mr. Frederick Bastian, my other former coach, Mr. Jennings. You guys gotta give credit. They're responsible for a lot of athletes that made the Bombers. Athletes like Demetrius Pinder, Alonzo Russell, like Latoya Williams. They're. I just forget about them. It's my time now. I just want a chance. I've reached out. I didn't get I haven't got nothing back. I even written a letter. It's nothing. Like what are they doing in the beach race? Like,
So, anonymous caller, I think this is a more constructive conversation off here. I only got 2 minutes
left.
That's
why I'm saying I was just, I didn't want to, but I just listened to you guys talk, and I just felt the urge to call.
Absolutely. Don't hang up the phone. The producer's going to take the call. Give him your number. I will pass it on to Mr. Longley. Right? I appreciate.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I appreciate what you're saying. Longley, is there space for a long distance club specific?
There's always
1,500 meter.
There's always space for
and up.
There's always space for coaches in particular.
Yeah.
Right. They call. They would welcome the assistance.
Yeah.
Because the numbers are continuously growing. So the more athletes you have coming into the sport, into distance running, the more coaches you're going to need.
And listen, with my Family Island experience, we should be dominating. We should be really, really pushing long distance running.
You should be.
I mean,
you should be.
The anecdotal stories of young men talking about, man, I had no car when I was growing up. I had to jog 4 and 5 settlements to see my girlfriend, right? To see my significant other. That's just something I did regularly, and I could talk about. In fact, I talk about the Pride family. Those guys are runners. They from South Andros.
Curtis Pride and the rest of them.
Yes. Yeah, Curtis Pride and his brother Jonathan Pride. They were runners, right? And we may be losing a lot of talent, or not identifying talent because we don't have programs specifically focused on those skills.
Yes, and I agree because that's the area that we need to get better in again. Because, like you said, when you look at Carifta level, we kind of almost match in Jamaica in the sprints. We're up there in the field events, but our distance program has fallen off a lot. Right, our hurdles program is good, but we're still not on Jamaica's level in the hurdles. Right, but distance is where we lose a lot of our medals, a lot of points,
a lot of potential points.
And if we could get back to that level that we used to be in distance running,
we could be challenging Jamaica again.
We could be competitive.
So listen, just as we end the show, I know we're right at the button. Producer, let's go through our NBA lineup. We've got a week, less than 2 months to go before the playoffs. And my good friends, the Lakers are not looking good. I just said that because Eric Sawyer's not here.
One and done.
They are at number 9, but that's horrible because the Warriors are sitting right below them this
They're
week.
going to have to play Golden State in the do or die game.
But there is also a play-in, so they
have a chance.
That's their play-in,
They have a
yeah.
chance.
That's their do or die.
Yeah, they have a chance.
They have the play-in tournament. They lose that, they're done.
You think the Lakers could beat the Warriors?
They're gone. One and done.
Because, I mean, this is the Warriors' time to shine. This last part of the season is when they kick it in gear.
One and done.
I think both of them are done.
You think both of them out?
I think it's time for the newer generation, the Thunder, the Wolves.
Yeah, both are done in terms of getting to the finals. The Warriors are not going to go to the finals. But that one game right there, I'm going Golden State all the way.
Golden State all the way.
Yeah, they're going to take that. Lakers are going to be done in the first game of the play-in.
All right, our Eric Gordon and the Suns, they're sitting in the 7th seed in the Western Conference right now.
Western Conference semifinals. That's their limit, I think.
That's as far as
they don't play any defense though.
Yeah, they don't get further than that. They got blown up by my Celtics last night.
Yeah.
Right, and they, like the producer said, they don't play any defense. And their offense is not up to the level of other top-notch
look here, what's the Celtics doing in first place and the Heat in 8th place? Is this going to be a repeat of last year?
Man, I hope we look at the lead. We got at least, must be about a 10-game lead right now over second place.
Oh, yeah. In fact, Celtics are 51-14 as of last
if we don't win this year,
don't count out the Heat.
Cavaliers 42-24.
We count out the Heat. If we don't win this year, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. We're not worried about the Heat. We're not worried about the Bucks. We're not worried about the Sixers.
Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing.
After Jimmy Permits here, I don't know what's happening.
Look here, we got something for them, man.
They put the heat on his head.
They beat us. I hope we beat them in the first round. They beat us in 7 games last year.
Yeah.
So we got something for them. I can honestly say I'm not worried about any team of these. If the Celtics don't make it to the NBA Finals this year, it's going to be a major disaster.
You mean the West just going to take it?
They're a heavy favorite.
It is.
Yeah.
Boston is a heavy favorite in the East.
76ers.
No. Without Joel Embiid, no.
Buddy and Kai can't do it? With just them alone, but with the team that exists, can't Buddy and Kai take them over the edge?
No, they don't have enough depth. I love Buddy and I love Kai. I'll bring him 2-4-2 to the core. But the 76ers don't have enough depth to beat a team like Boston in the playoffs.
All right, producers, start playing that music because I got a billion questions for Longley, including if the Wizards are at 11-54 in the 15th place in the Eastern Conference and Spurs at 14-52, is it now that they introduced the play-in, right?
Yes.
Is it time to introduce a relegation where the 15 team drops and then there's another team that pops in? Is it time for that?
No, man. If you can't make the top 10 in either conference, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
But I mean, I know you don't deserve to be in the playoffs, but do you deserve to be in the NBA? Is it time for your whole team to drop down to the G League and practice until next year?
They're all professional. They're all professional teams, so I can't say that. The Pistons are, I think, a 22-game losing streak this year, and they still almost beat us in a couple games. Right?
I got you.
Yeah, so they're still professional players. Anything could happen on any given night. If you're not making your shots, you're going to lose, no matter who you're playing.
So just like football, any given night,
any given Sunday, any given day in the NBA, you could
Someone
fall.
could lose.
You could lose.
My producer, tell the people who you are again.
My name is Antoinette Duncombe.
And we hope to see you soon, Mr. Longley.
Yeah, one more thing I got to say. I got to encourage BAMs to come out this weekend, the Carifta Trials, man. They start at 5 o'clock today. 4 o'clock tomorrow and 3 o'clock on Sunday. It's going to be a 3-day Carifta Trials. It's going to be hot. You don't want to miss it. We have almost 500 athletes registered. That's here and abroad. Today you're going to see the 400 finals. You're going to see the 100 finals. You got to come out. They're going to carry on until about 9, 10 o'clock each evening, but it's going to be hot. It's going to be exciting. And this is where we're going to pick our Carifta team from, these athletes. So the competition is going to be very hot. Got to come out.
Don't forget, spectators, you are part of the national team too, right? You are part of the team. Bring the energy. Cheer on your locals. If you want to know why Jamaica has the program it has, it's because the spectators come out and bam, 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 bam all day.
Yep.
You guys have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me in studio today. You've been on the clock. Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Newry is up next.